Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we share good news, mostly, good news about our city, our state, our country, news that are important to us, and we take a look at your thoughts, your ideas, your comments, your suggestions on how to best connect with our city, Puerto Vallarta, as a community of English-speaking locals. What a pleasure to get together with you on Monday, December 18th. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a very relaxing weekend, and I went to a posada yesterday at Whiskey Kitchen, which was a lot of fun. Gina installed one of those inflatable little huts that you jump into, and oh my goodness, I was pummeled by a handful of rabid kids that just insisted on getting on top of me. And but it was fun. You know, once a year, it couldn't hurt. But seriously, it was nice to be invited to at least one posada this year, and I hope that you will get posada invitations if you are here in town or elsewhere in Mexico. Before we continue, as always, we welcome everyone, and particularly those of you that are watching live for the first time. If that fits your bill, please feel free to write the word new in your comment, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. If there's something really important that you'd like to share with us, it helps a great deal if you add a capital letter Q. Let's take a look at the news. Do you recognize anyone in this photograph? That would be our mayor, Mayor Michel, in the foreground, surrounded by his daughter Flor and his wife Chuyita. And here is a family that is intent on sticking around after the Federal Electoral College indicated that Puerto Vallarta must elect a woman mayor due to gender parity guidelines and the demographic profile of our municipality. It became clear that Mayor Michel would not be able to seek re-election as our mayor, as he's missing some key body parts. Now, his daughter and wife are well equipped with the proper body parts, and despite the fact that neither of them have much of a political career, they both have signed up as pre-candidates. The plot thickens. And Vallarta en Línea reports that the crocodile population along the Río Cuale is increasing, with several sizes of crocs sighted. And it is worth remembering that people, particularly families with small children, enjoy swimming in the area where the river meets the ocean, and this is probably not the best of ideas, at least not while the crocodile population is on the rise. Also from Vallarta en Línea, we learned that Mexicana has begun test flights to all of its destinations, and that one such flight should arrive in our city within the next few days. As of today, however, one is still unable to purchase plane tickets through the airline's website, and no information as to when this will change is available at present time. Now, back to the Maya train. While President López Obrador inaugurated the new Maya train this past Friday, it wasn't until the following day that the first passenger run occurred. And that first run was delayed by over 4 hours, with workers blaming Alstom, the company that built the train. I also read some reports out there that had interesting things to say about the train's choices on the menu and their prices. And of course, President López Obrador was quick to point out over the weekend that these things take time to perfect and improve upon. It's a good thing it's a train and not a restaurant. Just imagine yourself arriving at a restaurant, placing your order, and being served a half-cooked dish at your table. And this is why we're waiting a few months just for the Maya train to work out all of its kinks, let alone the fact that only one portion of the entire thing has been inaugurated. In Mexico's other train, the Oceanic, will be inaugurated this coming Friday. This is the train that connects the Gulf of Mexico with the Pacific Ocean at the narrowest part of our country, also called the Istmo de Tehuantepec or the Tehuantepec Isthmus. This will be both a passenger train and a freight train as an alternative to the Panama Canal. And it is worth remembering that this is not a new train. It was actually inaugurated by former Mexican President Porfirio Díaz back in 1907. But when the Panama Canal opened 7 years later, its use went into decline. So it is over 100 years later that, it has been used, but not nearly as intensely as it was in the past. But it is now, this thing has changed now with new outfitted railroad tracks and new stations that cater to passengers as well as freight trains. And now let's take a look at the weather just to see what's going on out there. Snarky Weather says, it's too fucking nice out. Well, that is lovely. This is a nice way to start the week. 26 degrees, 55% humidity, and a forecast for today that says humid with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, a high of 29 and a low of 20. Then tomorrow, Tuesday, will be a humid day with partly cloudy skies, a high of 29 and a low of 19. And on Wednesday, mostly clear skies in the morning with mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon, a high of 29 and a low of 20. Moving right along, we talked about the new vantage point in the jungle called El Jorullo Point. And apparently there are a number of people. There are a number of people, or there is a number of people. I'm not so sure about that one. Maybe it's because I haven't had all my coffee. Anyhow, some people out there are wondering how to get to this new vantage point in the middle of the mountains. And again, it is called El Jorullo Point, and it is part of the Canopy River offerings. And more information about this is available on the article that I'm going to, of course, include in the show notes as always. And I found this lovely photograph of the Zócalo in Mexico City. In case you are heading to Mexico City anytime in the near future, I know exactly where this is. This is absolutely a beautiful sight. And if you've ever been to the Zócalo area, right over here, this corner building, this is the Majestic Hotel. And the Majestic Hotel has a gorgeous patio restaurant up on the roof of the hotel, which provides a great vantage point to the whole Zócalo, as it is located directly across from the National Palace. Then I ran into this. I never quite know what to make about surveys out there. This one comes from Taste Atlas, and it mentions the 100 best food cities in the world, but doesn't provide any information as to the criteria followed to make this list. Regardless, it is interesting to see Guadalajara in 12th place over Cancun, which is in 38th place, and then Mexico City in 41st place. I mean, something just doesn't add up on this list, but hey, what do you know? I'm gonna share it with you regardless. Two more things to share with you this morning. Number one, Maestro. The new film starring Bradley Cooper as Leonard Bernstein is premiering on Netflix in 2 days. A few of my friends have been buzzing about this, so I wanted to share this article that seems to provide some context as to some of the events portrayed in the film. The title is rather provocative. Bernstein and I loved the same man. And I'm just going to leave you the link. It comes from Huffington Post, and of course, it is written in English. And last but not least, we are thrilled to be applying finishing touches to our upcoming presentation, RISQUÉ, which is going to take place this coming Thursday, where we will showcase 5 centuries of dirty songs, bawdy songs, songs that will make you laugh, songs that will make you blush. And this should be a lot of fun. So it's going to be on Thursday, December 21st at 5 o'clock at the Joint Hotel, as usual, at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Co-work, actually. And we reported late last week that tickets were selling well. So if you're planning on attending, I would suggest getting tickets ahead of time just in case. And now let us take a look at what is on your mind, what kind of things you're planning for this coming week. And I see lots of good mornings, which I very much appreciate. Let's see. Lots of chatting. I love it. Lots of chatting. I don't see. Oh, there's a queue. Did you? Oh my God. Yes, I did. Did you happen to see the Uber driver that was supposed to deliver something for children and ended up stealing them? His name and picture is all over the web. Yes, for those of you that didn't know about this, there are 2 ways in which you can hire an Uber driver. One is to take you from place A to place B, and another way to use Uber is to have the driver carry a package from place A to place B. And what this Uber driver apparently was given to carry is, I think it was 70 gift bags for a children's posada. And the guy simply disappeared. He canceled the trip and disappeared. And of course, he has been shamed all over social media. And this happened here in Puerto Vallarta. So we hope that they capture the bastard. Chris asks, any update on the progress to the new airport terminal? None that I have seen. As you know, if we see these things posted in the news, we are quick to report them. As soon as I read something about that, I will be happy to let you know. Let's see what else we have. Bing bing boom boom boom. Haha. Can't wait to get risque gay with you, chica. Oh, Gouda, it'll be so wonderful to have you in the audience. It'll be absolutely thrilling. And of course, I bet you have a couple of dirty songs up your sleeve. So who knows? There might be some impromptu performances. We never know. And I think this gets us to the end of today's broadcast, unless we happen to see some last minute comments and questions and cues and whatnot. It is only Monday. We have a whole week before Christmas, or slightly less than a week before Christmas. So I hope you are all caught up with your shopping, your holiday shopping, your gift wrapping, whatever it is that you keep yourself busy with. And I hope you have great plans for this week. For me, it's more of the usual, keeping busy and keeping you well connected. That's what makes me happy. So go out there and have a wonderful day. Ooh. Did you see there is a yarn bender tonight at 5:30? I didn't, but I want to go. Yes, how fun. I didn't realize this was going on 5:30 tonight. So I'll mention it to my friend Brian, just in case He wants to join me. And that's it. So go and have an awesome day, and I will see you again tomorrow morning.